Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Zennie62 live vlogs, or live. This is GoCSU Rams. Welcome. Welcome to the stream tonight. Two things we're going to talk about is, I'm not able to do interviews with anyone for the Olympics. I tried, but no one's available. I talked to their communications, no one's available. So the next best option is, I have some information. It's in a video. I will not show it to you. I will talk about it and I will read off the slides that they have in the video. So I will have the sound muted and everything, but I will talk about it that way. And then we are talking about NFL news also. There's some big news I just heard on NFL.com. And so, yeah, I'm going to wait for everybody to come on into the stream to join me. And then we'll get started. So I'm going to let everyone join on in. So welcome everyone to the stream. I'm not going to be able to do one tomorrow night, just to let y'all know. Gotta text somebody. Welcome everyone to the stream, welcome. So, yeah. Well, first thing we're going to talk about is the the NFL news. I found out some news today that I did not know. Jarvis Landry, who plays on the Miami Dolphins. Now, you know how I said a few days ago on my last stream that I said Jarvis Landry had gotten the franchise tag from the Dolphins. He has now asked the Miami Dolphins to trade him. He no longer wants to be a Miami Dolphin. That is the big news of the day. I thought, I said Jarvis Landry's a great player. I did not think that he was going to leave the Miami Dolphins. I did not think about that. I'm just like, oh, okay, the Miami Dolphins are staying. Or, yeah, you get what I mean. The Miami Dolphins are staying. But, I don't know. I don't know. I didn't think that, the Miami Dolphins would let him leave. I didn't think Jarvis Landry was wanting to leave. But, you know what? That's alright. So, because Jarvis Landry is going, I wonder who the Dolphins will get. He's a great player. So, we'll see what happens, but, we'll definitely see how that goes. And then also, Jim Kelly, a Buffalo Bill, former Buffalo Bill, great. He has oral cancer. We just got that today, that he is he has oral cancer. I feel really bad for Jim Kelly. He's a great guy, and I feel bad for him. I really feel bad that that's going on with him, that it came back. I feel bad. And then the next item, or the Vikings QB situation, you know, they've got 3 QBs going to free agency this year, which is shocking. Well, okay. Not shocking, but just a little odd. It's actually the talk of Indy, the talk of the Combine this week. Who the Vikings will keep, who they'll release. So we'll see what happens, but I think Case Keenum's gonna be gone. Well, no, not Case Keenum. Teddy Bridgewater. I think Teddy Bridgewater will be gone. So yeah. And then Rams are reportedly going to trade, or they are going to trade or release. Hold on. Going to trade or release wide receiver Austin Davis. Another great player right there. Another great player. Oh, wait a minute. No, Tavon Austin. Excuse me. They are going to trade or release Tavon Austin. Welcome everyone to Zennie62 live tonight with GoCSU. Me. Welcome. Tonight we're looking at NFL news across the NFL. And then we're going to look at Denver Olympics. Now, not everybody is you know, into the Winter Olympics a whole lot, but you know, and actually, no, I'll change this up. So, yeah, well, future of the Winter Olympics. And, you know, but going on with the NFL, the next item is that
Mike Garafolo
the
reported within
Redskins
the
are
last hour that the
looking
Rams will seek to trade or
really good.
release Tavon Austin, who they gave that new
Gonna
contract
be a
to a
good
couple
team
years
next
ago.
year.
And he's $8 million on the books
Because
cash this year. What do we know?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Not really a surprise. I mean, look, he's a very talented player. Rams just never quite figured out how to really get the most out of his talent.
Former Chiefs quarterback, now Redskins quarterback.
Response from other teams.
It's gonna be interesting.
Sean McVay
it's gonna be very interesting.
And maybe
you know,
it's
he's
a
great
more
player,
difficult than,
and I think
some of us imagine.
Minnesota Vikings will get a great player.
They'll try to trade him, but likely released. And, you know, we'll see in his second go-round if he can find an offensive coordinator who can make the use of his, the most of his very unique talents.
I don't see anything else for NFL news, but you know, Yeah. Oh, Richard Sherman underwent. Sherman and Joey Bosa both underwent surgery today. Richard Sherman's surgery was on his left Achilles. And
one
then
blemish,
Joey
though, that draft record, at
Bosa
least so far,
to repair an
really
injured
hasn't
finger,
done much. The first-round
which
pick
is
wide
interesting.
receiver out of Ole
But,
Miss.
you know,
What's his
that's
story?
alright.
Well, he has a murky status on the roster. It was interesting, Andrew, listening to the comments from head coach Mike Zimmer about
Let me go
basically talking about that. He's had his chances.
YouTube.com. Let me go to my channel. So welcome everyone to the stream. Welcome. I think I need... Yeah. Bear with me here, you guys. Bear with me.
He's had his chances.
YouTube.com. So let me go. Bear to my channel. So welcome everyone to the stream. Welcome. I'm trying here, you guys. Bear with me. I'm trying. I think I need. Here we go. Okay, so the Denver Olympics, you know, what is the future of the Olympics in Denver? What is the future? Because, you know, the future for the Olympics looks a little off. You know, the Summer Olympics are being held in Tokyo, Japan in 2020, and those look like they're going to be a great games. They're adding baseball in, and they're also adding in skateboarding, which is very interesting. I didn't think that skateboarding was an Olympic sport, but now it is. You know, then we go to 2022 when it comes back into China, and Beijing hosts the 2022 Winter Olympics. They're bringing back the infamous pandas that they used for the Summer Olympics. Welcome, Von Hook. Welcome to the stream tonight. You know, they're using the infamous pandas, but I heard that during the closing ceremony that they are going to use the water cube that they use for swimming pools. They're going to use that for curling, which is interesting. I didn't think they were going to use that for curling, but they are. And then then they're gonna have the beach volleyball. They're gonna use that stadium for the ice rink, which is also interesting. It's very interesting. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. You know, China has hosted the Olympics before, not the winter, but I think they'll be able to host. They'll do a great job. I know they will. You know, on to the Denver Olympics. Denver, as I have said times when you have watched my videos, is, you know, I'm all about the Olympics. All about it. The Winter Olympics, especially. As my state and my city, the Denver Metro, the Mile High City of Denver, and the Rocky Mountain region of Colorado, wants to host the Winter Olympics. And I think it's going to be a great opportunity. It's going to be awesome. And so what I'd like to do tonight is I want to give you all more information about the Olympics. More information about what Denver wants to do. Might give you a little more insight. You know Denver wants to host. But you don't know everything. You know what they're going to do. So, for those not familiar with Denver and with me, I'll explain the best I can. So I'm going to do a split screen here so that I can get your questions about this. Ask me questions through this process because, this is something that Denver wants to do. And this is something that I think will happen. Von Hook says, I hope Denver hosts the 2030 Winter Olympics. I do too. I'm going to give you all more information. Now, this is supported by visitdenver.com. Now, if you want to watch the video, I think it's sharethegold.com. And sharethegold.com is where you go to watch the full video. But I'm going to read each slide to help you get a better understanding about what Denver is going to do and what Denver is capable of and what's going on. So, first of all, the first slide that they put in their video is our charge. Their first point is Denver's exploratory committee will first and foremost determine if hosting a future Olympic and Paralympic Winter Games would be good for Metro Denver and Colorado. That's their first point. Their second point is that includes identifying ways for the games to be financed privately while still meeting all of the requirements of the International Olympic Committee and the U.S. Olympic Committee. The third bullet point is the exploratory committee will also determine what legacy an Olympic and Paralympic Winter Games would leave for Denver and Colorado, as well as establish forums for community input, which is what the video they did. This was from last week Saturday on February 24th. So this is from then, this is Denver. This is what they want to do. Their next point is process to date. What are they doing? In December of 2017, the governor of Colorado, Governor Hickenlooper, and then Denver Mayor Michael Hancock formed an exploratory committee. And then in late December of 2017, early January of 2018, subcommittees were formed. And there are five subcommittees. The first is community and civic engagement. The second is communications. The third is game operations. The fourth is finance. And the fifth is legal. Now, sharing the gold. That is what Denver wants to do. Sharing the gold. So, the first bullet point, the Sharing the Gold engagement plan is meant to spur statewide discussion, Colorado statewide, discussion about whether hosting Olympic and Paralympic Games, Winter Games, would be good for Metro Denver and the entire state of Colorado. The second bullet point is sharing the gold includes the establishment of advisory groups made up of key constituencies throughout the Denver metro region and the mountain rural communities in which a winter games would likely take place if Denver and Colorado were to pursue a bid. The third bullet point, there will also be 2 online community meetings to share information, gather feedback, and engage the broader public's participation in this process. And then ExploreTheGames.com provides general information about the exploratory process and offers visitors the opportunity to participate in a survey to access community members' feedback and ideas. So that, is particular to Denver. The next point, the slide. Fundamental principles of Olympism. Modern Olympism was enacted at the International Athletic Congress of Paris in 1894. A set of rules and guidelines for governing the Olympic movement. The second bullet point, 2 highlights from the 7 fundamental principles of Olympism. The goal of Olympism is to place sport at the service of the harmonious development of humankind with a view to promoting a peaceful society concerned with the preservation of human dignity. Then the second point is the enjoyment of the rights and freedoms set forth in this Olympic Charter shall be secured without discrimination of any kind, such as race, color, sex, sexual orientation, language, religion, political or other opinion, national or social origin, property, birth, or other status. The third point is why we're here. Why is Denver here? The first one is the International Olympic Committee is interested in conducting an Olympic and Paralympic Winter Games in North America in the near future. The U.S. Olympic Committee is the sole entity that will determine whether to submit a U.S. bid for an Olympic and Paralympic Winter Games. If the U.S. does decide to submit a bid, Denver needs to be prepared and know whether or not we, Denver, should bid. Now, bidding the games. This is from the IOC, bidding the games. A new bid process was Agenda 2020. Traditionally, process starts 9 years in advance of the games selection, 7 years in advance of the games. Bidding period for 2026. Now this is going to be for 2032. IOC Dialogue Phase, September 2017 to October 2018. March 31st, 2018. U.S. Olympic Committee may select one U.S. city to continue dialogue phase. IOC Candidate Phase, October 2018 to September of 2019. The IOC host city selection will select a city in September of 2019. Now the timing for dual bid 2026 and 2030 could be the same as the 24 and 28 Olympics were awarded at the same time last year. So yeah, it's interesting. Now the IOC did change some things. Facing challenges, corruption, doping, cost, and referendums. A new desire for bidding protocols created Agenda 2020. The IOC's new guidelines now emphasize sustainability, cost efficiency, use existing or temporary infrastructure as pillars to new bids, legacy to the city. IOC is also negotiating dollars to host in advance of staging games. The history. Now this is where Colorado comes in play with all these slides. The history of the Colorado Winter Games bidding. Now this goes all the way back to 1932 when Denver tried to bid for the Winter Olympics. 1932, but the Winter Games were given to Lake Placid. In 1956, Colorado Springs bidded. It wasn't Denver, but it was Colorado Springs. But Cortina, Italy, was selected. In 1976, of course, that infamous disaster, Denver was selected to host the games. Salt Lake City did drop out, and then Denver rejected the games after they got selected, and Innsbruck was selected. In 1998, Salt Lake City won the 2002 games. That is when Denver tried to bid again. Then in 2012, Denver Exploratory Committee was formed for the 2022 games, but the USOC decided not to bid. And then in 2017, that is when, right now, where Denver USOC announced they are ready to bid for the Winter Games, potentially 26 or beyond. So it's interesting. Now, Denver in 1976, from Denver today, to Denver today. Now, back in 1976, they had Stapleton International Airport instead of Denver International. In 1976, they had one professional team. Now, Denver has seven professional sports teams. Now, they have 4 major sports stadiums today than what they did in 1976. They built the Colorado Convention Center, and they are going to be in their second expansion here pretty soon. they have had numerous high-profile and high-security events hosted. They went from 10,000 hotel rooms metro-wide in 1976 to more than 47,000 hotel rooms metro-wide. There are 88 miles of passenger rail, including between Denver International and downtown. And then a second tunnel was added next to the Eisenhower Tunnel. And then a third lane added to a portion of I-70 during high usage times. Now, Denver, this is major tourism investments. In 1990, the Colorado Convention Center, Botcher Hall, and then the 16th Street Mall. Then the Colorado Convention Center, Cherry Creek, and then the Cherry Creek Convention Center. In 1993, they had the Colorado Rockies. In 1995, Denver International Airport was opened. And then Colorado Avalanche in 1996, and the light rail. In 2000, the Pepsi Center, Buell Theater, and Denver Pavilions. In 2001, Invesco Field opened. In 2003, the Colorado Mammoths became a team. They're a lacrosse team, outdoor lacrosse. In 2005, the Colorado Convention Center expansion took place, and the Ellie Calkins Opera. In 2006, the Hamilton Dam and Hyatt Hotel was built. In 2008, the Dick's Sporting Goods Park Museum of Contemporary Art was built, and then the Denver Outlaws was established. In 2009, Infinity Park was built. In 2011, the zoo expansion and the history of Colorado and Clyford Still was built. In 2016, their latest development is Union Station, the revamping of the infamous Denver's Union Station. Wow. Okay, now, size perspective. Now, this is what I have been talking about for a while. Size. Okay. National Western Stock Show. For ticketed spectators, 705,574 people were at the National Western Stock Show here in Denver, hosted every year. That's 705,000. One facility. One. The event days for the Western Stock Show, 16. For the Winter Games, for ticket spectators, 596,423 ticketed spectators for the Olympics. That is at multiple stadiums, not just one. That is scattered throughout the Denver Metro and Rocky Mountain region. And that is 17 event days. Now, let's see. The next thing. Now, bear with me. I'm actually losing my voice a little bit, which is not good. I'm going to read off to you all of the big sporting events or events that Denver has hosted, which makes them capable of hosting the Winter Games. The NHL Stadium Series at Coors Field, NCAA Men's Final Four, the U.S. Men's Olympic Basketball Trials, World Fencing Championships, Pope's World Youth Day, Summit of 8 World Leaders, U.S. Women's Open Golf Tournament, U.S. Pro Cycling Challenge, MLB All-Star Game, NHL All-Star Game, NLL All-Star Game, NBA All-Star Game, MLL All-Star Game, MLS All-Star Game, the Solheim Cup, the NCAA's Women's Final Four, World Lacrosse Championships, PGA Tour, BMW Championship, Biennial of the Americas, NCAA Division II Spring Festival, International Powwow, CONCACAF Gold Cup Soccer, Colorado Classic Pro Cycling, Fizzy World Denver, North American Indigenous Games, U.S. Fencing Championships, NCAA Men's Frozen Four, the Democratic National Convention, Churchill Cup, U.S. Boxing Nationals, Sport Accord, U.S. Curling National Championships, Short Track World Championships, U.S. Figure Skating National Championships, FIS World Alpine Ski Championships, Big Air World Cup Snowboarding competition, Dew Tour Halfpipe and Slopestyle, Winter X Games. Are all of the high-profile games or events that have been hosted here in Denver. Now this is what we offer, what Denver offers. Iconic locations, city and mountains, experienced venues in hosting national and international events annually, unparalleled spectator capacities and revenue opportunities, world-class city with large city and regional populations, large millennial population. Von Hook says that is a lot of sports events. That's why Denver needs to get the Winter Olympics here. Major businesses, the exciting new opportunities that will give major businesses. Consider weather, snow and mountains, sun in the city. Now venues. This is what the Olympic competition venue requirements. This is the requirements. Snow venues. 3 to 4 ski resorts. Got that. Capacity is 6,000 to 15,000 spectators. Ice venues, 5 arenas. 3,000 to 20,000 spectators. We have that. Outdoor venues. Sliding, jumping, and the Nordic. We don't have that yet. capacity is 10,000 or more spectators, those will be the temporary venues that will be in Denver. The Olympic non-competition venue requirements. The Athletes Village. Guess how many beds that the Athletes Village is required to have? Guess how many beds before I say it? Guess. Okay, Von Hook says 16 beds. No, this is for the whole village. Okay, beds. Okay, the whole Athletes Village. Think about that number, 500,000 people, spectators. But that's ticketed. How many athletes' beds would be needed? What would be your number? It's a lot higher than 16, Vaughn. Go way higher. Way higher. Because I'm not going to say it just yet. I want to see what you come up with your number. What your higher number would be. Okay, so for the Athletes Village, try 5,500 beds for the Athletes Village. 5,500. Wow, that's a lot of beds. So Von Hook said 7,000. Now 5,500. That's a lot of beds. Wow. It's close, Vaughn, to what your number is. That's close. It's very close. It's close. 5,500 is a lot of beds. I mean, yeah, 7,000 is a lot, but 5,500 beds is a lot of beds. Holy cow. Other venue requirements is they require main media center. 800,000 square feet or more. Wow. Holy cow. The opening and closing ceremony stadiums. Capacity 4,000 spectators or more. And then the medals plaza, where the medals are given out, 10,000 or more. Wow, I mean the 5,500 beds is a lot. So the transportation requirements. Airports have to be capable of handling 60,000 plus passengers per day. And then systems. They have to be able to transport Olympic families, athletes, media and broadcast, and staff, either by cars, vans, or buses. There are Olympic lanes that are preferred, priority delivery for Olympic-related vehicles. Ticketed spectators would require light rail, park and rides, and with shuttle buses. Now, whoa, no, not what I wanted. Hold on. Okay, so this is Denver and Colorado's approach for transportation for the metro and mountainous region. So Denver for airports, DIA, Colorado Springs, Eagle, Broomfield, Front Range, and Centennial. Existing systems, light rail, bus lines, highways, and streets. Denver moves large crowds for large events. I-70 must provide assurances all constituents can be moved in a timely way. Park and rides, Olympic lanes, express lanes, and potential improvements expedited by Olympic Games could happen. Now, the state I-70 is in right now, we could host the Winter Olympics. We would be able to. With the state I-70 is in, it will be able to hold all the traffic. Now, sports operations. Denver, Colorado, and Summit County, Eagle County have hosted many national and international class sports championships and major special events in many of the Olympic sport disciplines. Our state has a large contingent of skilled sports producers, staff, and volunteers. Oh, wait, hold on. Move back one. No, I guess that's it. Denver, Colorado, and Eagle, Summit County meet the requirements for hotel rooms, quality levels, and distances from Olympic centers. For the security, Denver has hosted numerous national special security events in the past. And then familiarity with security procedures at all levels. Now, financing. Bid will require extensive and integrated fundraising efforts. Privately funded model, that's what Denver's looking at. Investigating options such as special purpose authority, nonprofit entity, others. Negotiations with USOC and IOC on shared revenues and direct financial contributions. Tiered fundraising strategy. Tickets, sponsorship, and merchandise would support those. The historical financing and legacy. This is North American comparisons. Vancouver, total revenues, $1,884 billion. Total expenditures, $1.876 billion. The legacy it did $8 million. Salt Lake City total revenues $1.390 billion. Total expenditures $1.300 billion. The legacy it put $90 million. Wow. Here's a little note at the end here. Every Olympic Games hosted in in the United States since 1960 has generated a surplus against its operations budget and not left the host city with financial debt. Go for it, really. Concerns that Denver has heard, costs to put on games and build facilities, added congestion in Denver and the I-70 mountain corridor, population growth. Denver and Colorado have bigger issues to deal with. Example, affordable housing and education. Environmental concerns, and only for the elite, and reputation of Olympic cities failing, and bailouts. Why could this be good for Denver and Colorado? Agenda 2020 IOC is now encouraging bids from cities that incorporate long-term planning needs, sporting, economic, social, and environmental. Winter Games budgets are now more manageable and attainable. Denver is researching a privately financed games. The Olympic Games have been used as a catalyst to address long-term challenges. Denver would explore affordable housing in Metro Denver and mountain communities, and I-70 congestion along the mountain corridor. The Winter Olympics could provide an opportunity to showcase our resources and businesses to the world, a catalyst to look at planning and smart growth for the next 50 years, inspiration for future generations, and Olympic values that are in alignment with the lifestyle and with the lifestyle and cultures of Denver, Colorado. That is the end of the PowerPoint. What did y'all think about that? A lot of information. You could probably go back and watch it again, or watch my stream again to where I get to the Winter Olympics. So what do you think, Vaughn? After hearing all that, what do you think? What do you think for those, everyone watching, what do you think? Does it give you more hope that Denver would host? Does it give you more excitement for Denver to host? You know, for me, it gives me a lot more excitement to be excited about. So what do y'all think? Does it sound better than what it sounded before? Does it sound better? Because I think it sounds really good. I really do. Now, if you want more information, I do have now a sports Vaughn says it gives me a lot of hope. You know what? It does for me too. It does. It does give me a lot of hope. Now, if you want more information, I will post something on I now have a website where you can post this, the link, and this video from Zennie62 on my website. And I'm gonna get information where if I can get a slideshow and post it on my website and get it posted. to show y'all, that this is what Denver needs to do. Here's my website. Okay, so this is RockyMountainSportsBlogs.wordpress.com is the link. That it's interesting. It's yeah. So if you want to follow me there, that is my website, .wordpress.com. It's awesome. It is really awesome. That is, that right there it gives me a lot of hope for the future. So, I'm gonna post something up later talking about it. I will post some information on, the page, on my page. So, go on my website, give it some support, some views. But I am going to sign off. Thank you, Von Hook, and for everybody who came in during the stream. Thank you very much for coming in and, watching. And I appreciate it. So, hopefully, let me know in the comments down below. Every video, comment down below. I will look at your comments using my channel. I will look through them. I'll answer them. If you have any questions about this for the Denver Olympics, comment. And, I will answer to the best of my ability. I will look and comment. I'll look at it each day and, see if y'all have comments. Let me know. I will be more than happy to answer them. If anybody has any questions. Dean, you missed my whole stream. You missed it tonight. It's a good one. But Dean, if you go to my website, RockyMountainSportsBlogs.wordpress.com, I will try and post a video up there, or do something. I'll post it up there and get it uploaded to my website so y'all can watch it. And I will post more information about what I talked about tonight, and I'll get that uploaded to my hey, that's no problem, Dean. You're alright. That's no problem. But yeah, if you go to my website, RockyMountainSportsBlogs.wordpress.com, you'll find it, or if you just go to my channel, GoCSU Oak Raider, that's my channel. That you'll find my website up there and there too. So if you go to my website, you'll find a lot more. You'll find things. I'll start posting every 2 hours, every 4 hours I'll post something on the website. So I will keep y'all updated every day. I will not be doing a live stream anymore this week. I'm gonna be busy tomorrow evening and Saturday. I'm actually going to a couple of church teen events. That's in another town. So I will be gone tomorrow night, and I won't be back until 9 o'clock. on Saturday. So I will not. So I will be. Well, and I won't be able to do a stream tomorrow night or Saturday. So, visit my website. I'll keep it updated. Saturday I probably won't post anything, but I might. You'll see church stuff on my website too. So, I should have done like months. Yes, it's sportsblogs.com, but I will post other stuff, news. So, I will talk to y'all later. It has been an hour. Thank you everyone for coming on, and I will talk to y'all later. Go visit my website, and I will be posting stuff on there too, every 3 hours. So, give it some love. That's all I say. I will talk to y'all later, and like always, go Raiders! Bye, y'all. So I'll see y'all later. See you on Sunday night.